invention is not disruptive. Only customer adoption is disruptive. Leaders build a culture of relentless self-improvement. If you never want to be criticized, for goodness sake, don't do anything new. The common question that gets asked in business is, why? That's a good question, but an equally valid question is, why not? We've had 3 big ideas at Amazon that we've stuck with for 18 years. Put the customer first. Invent. And be patient. If you double the number of experiments you do per year, you're going to double your inventiveness. Your brand is what other people say about you when you're not in the room. If you're not stubborn, you'll give up on experiments too soon. And if you're not flexible, you'll pound your head against the wall, and you won't see a different solution to a problem you're trying to solve. I knew that if I failed, I wouldn't regret that, but I knew the one thing I might regret is not trying. A brand for a company is like a reputation for a person. You earn reputation by trying to do hard things well. We see our customers as invited guests to a party, and we are the hosts. It's our job every day to make every important aspect of the customer experience a little bit better. You have to be willing to be misunderstood if you're going to innovate. You don't choose your passions choose you. I'd rather have regrets about not doing what people said than regretting not doing what my heart led me to, and wondering what life had been like if I'd just been true to myself. What we need to do is always lean into the future. When the world changes around you, and when it changes against you, what used to be a tailwind is now a headwind. You have to lean into that and figure out what to do, because complaining isn't a strategy. The best customer service is if the customer doesn't need to call you, doesn't need to talk to you. It just works. If you're long-term oriented, customer interests and shareholder interests are aligned. I believe you have to be willing to be misunderstood if you're going to innovate. I've made billions of dollars of failures at Amazon.com. Literally. The death knell for any enterprise is to glorify the past, no matter how good it was. We are stubborn on vision. We are flexible on details. A company shouldn't get addicted to being shiny, because shiny doesn't last. One of the only ways to get out of a tight box is to invent your way out. If you never want to be criticized, for goodness sake, don't do anything new. If you're not prepared to be wrong, you'll never come up with anything original. If you're competitor-focused, you have to wait until there is a competitor doing something. Being customer-focused allows you to be more pioneering. There are two kinds of companies: those that work to try to charge more and those that work to charge less. We will be second. You can have the best technology, you can have the best business model, but if the storytelling isn't amazing, it won't matter. Nobody will watch. In the old world, you devoted 30% of your time to building a great service and 70% of your time to shouting about it. In the new world, that inverts. If you don't understand the details of your business, you are going to fail. I'd rather interview 50 people and not hire anyone than hire the wrong person. Life is too short to hang out with people who aren't resourceful. We innovate by starting with the customer and working backwards. That becomes the touchstone for how we invent. I think frugality drives innovation, just like other constraints do. One of the only ways to get out of a tight box is to invent your way out. If you can somehow figure out how to have a calling, you have hit the jackpot, 'cause that's the big deal. Where you are going to spend your time and your energy is one of the most important decisions you get to make in life. If I have 3 good decisions a day, that's enough, he said. They should just be as high quality as I